Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I mentioned last time we're going to have to decide whether we do eating or battles, but first, before we do either of those things, we've got some supports. So we'll start with that.
Ah, Dorothea, your beauty puts even the most pristine flower to shame.
Ah, Lorenz, as silver-tongued as ever.
Oh, not at all. I must bid you good day.
I see the rumors are true. What a shame.
Rumors? About me? Whatever do you mean?
Why, that you're always ready to flirt. Unless she's a commoner. Then you'll bid her good day as quickly as possible. Like you did with me just now. Are we so unpleasant to speak to, us commoners?
That is a rather pointed question, but I do happen to have an answer for you. As the heir to House Gloucester, I am in search of a bride of suitable social status. The alliance isn't fully unified. I require someone who will help bring it together.
I wonder if Lawrence is aware that being an asshole, while while it may seem like an effective greedy algorithm strategy for finding a wife, is probably not actually going to help you find a wife on account of people are going to see you and be like, oh, gee, you're an asshole. Just a thought.
I'd think you could find plenty of suitable women, even among the masses.
Do not be so certain. A lady who marries me must be prepared to enter noble society, whether she wishes to or not. It is a complex web of etiquette and expectation, not a world one could easily step into without the proper upbringing. What's more, House Gloucester would hardly see much benefit were I to join myself to the household of a commoner.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, I suppose that means any friendship between you and I is doomed as well.
Isn't that a rather excessive conclusion?
You want someone to birth your house's next generation. I want someone to share my life with. I'm not even an option in your eyes, and you're hardly viable in mine. However, we're all friends here, aren't we? So I suppose politeness at the very least is in order.
For everything that Dorothea said about Ferdinand, or thought about Ferdinand, I feel like it's where it was less true of him, it's actually true of Lorenz. That's another character whose the pronunciation of whose name by the game is not consistent with what I would expect it to be. Oh well.
Hello, Raphael. Are you well? Any chance you might be training today?
Of course! My muscles are always ready to train.
I imagine so. Mind if I tag along? I have been practicing my battle cries. I believe you shall notice a marked improvement. Rah! Yeah!
Wow, that sounds much better than last time.
It actually does.
But try doing it more like this. Yeah!
Oh, hearing it anew is positively invigorating. I have much training ahead if I am to become as strong as you.
Try not to strain yourself. You've got smarts, so you shouldn't have to worry about your muscles.
I won't be satisfied until my body is as strong as my mind. As my body is so frail, my brother is endlessly worrying over me.
I know what that's like. I have a little sister too. I always worry about her, even when it's something small, like catching a cold.
Then surely you understand. I want to give my brother peace of mind.
I mean,
if I don't get stronger, I won't be able to do all the things I wish to do.
aren't you a dragon, Flane?
I'm quite enjoying this. I have never shouted so loudly in all my life. Each time I allow myself to let go in such a way, I feel invigorated.
Well, if you're having fun, I'm not gonna stop you. Go on and shout as much as you want. Give it all you've got and make your brother proud.
Just you wait. I've only
Wait.
just begun.
All right.
Your brother?
Put your energy deep in your gut and get ready to shout.
Yeah! Rah!
What did he mean? Was Raphael just doing the thing where he refers to himself as her brother? Obviously, he doesn't know about Seteth. Alright, I've probably seen this one before, so if that's the case, I'll skip over it. Yep, had seen that one. That's just the Ignatz is like, oh, I'm scared of Shamir. The end. And I'm fairly certain I've seen this as well. Yeah, that's the one where Linhardt tricks Lysithea into revealing that she has 2 crests, which reminds me... Okay, we did always know what the crests were. It's weird that she has a minor crest. Maybe this is the one that she had naturally, and this is the one that she got not naturally, and that's why that's one major one. I don't know. And then, of course, that was the one where Animan is trying to observe Lysithea and is being highly insensitive about it, and is sort of dense to the fact. Alright, onward. These should be new.
Alois, I was hoping you could tell me some more stories about Captain Gerald.
Yay.
You'd like to hear about Gerald's adventures? You seem quite taken with these stories, Leonie.
What a shocker.
Can't hurt, can it? All our work for the day is done. So remind me, how did you meet him?
Ah, it all feels like ancient history now. You see, the captain was visiting the kingdom of Fargus.
Uh-huh. Go on.
His previous squire had died from a ghastly plague. Then one day, he came upon me and appointed me his new squire.
At that age, you must have had some real talent and courage to stand out as a future knight.
Oh no, it wasn't that. I was just an orphan boy living in the monastery. I was a timid little thing.
Really? He didn't choose you for your bravery? What made him choose you then?
My face looked like the dead boys.
What? That's it?
Well, I asked the captain, and that was the only answer he gave me.
Ha! Abrasive to the last. That's Captain Gerald for you.
Yes. In those early days, I would sometimes wonder whether he was right in the head. When I saw him on the battlefield, though, those concerns were laid to rest.
No,
Anyway,
that should lay those concerns to rest.
Looking for you. You'd better scram.
Oh no, you're right. I'd better go. See you around.
It's hard for me to understand, or it's hard for me to envision circumstances under which seeing somebody fight would lay to rest your concerns about their mental stability. Like,
That's enough. You're done for today.
Right. Thanks.
Are you feeling pain anywhere, Leonie?
No. Sorry, I'm alright.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I can't hold my own against you. And on top of that, you have to worry about hurting me. I feel like I've let you down.
Do you know what I meant when I said, you're done for today?
Probably that I was about to keel over.
No, it wasn't about your physical strength. I could tell that you didn't have the will to keep fighting.
I've got plenty of will.
No matter what I do, I can't win. Isn't that what you were thinking? If you think you can't win, you won't. Perhaps you already knew that.
Good point.
But never assume that you'll win. That is, don't underestimate your foe. At all times, you have to keep a clear head to make split-second decisions. In battle, mistakes are deadly.
But I don't have a crest or a relic. How could I ever hope to beat you?
If you put it like that, I'll fight barehanded, and I won't use my crest. Think you can win? Do your worst. Oh dear, I might have overdone it there. But I believe in her. I would be doing her a disservice if I pulled any punches. It's Leonie after all. She'll be back on her feet and charging at me before I know it.
And that was when Leone died. Alright, we're done with supports. So, here's the plan. I did think about it. I am not going to do those extra paralogs, I don't think. Only one of them is even level 15. They're all just, like, going to be pretty trivial. And I want to do, like I said, I want to focus on the supports. And I think, by my calculation, I can get slightly more value out of that by doing eating. And it'll take a lot less time, which is also pretty relevant. However, speaking of that, I'm even just from, like, for myself from editing the episodes, I'm getting kind of tired of, like, or I imagine it is getting tiresome to see me do the whole, like, you know, okay, here we're gonna go spend activity points, eat with a bunch of people, blah 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 blah. Like, I was planning to stop showing that, you know, on my next Let's Play, which is going to be a Blue Lions Maddening playthrough, but I think I'm just going to stop showing that now because it's just, there's too much of it. It's just getting draggy, and you kind of get the point, right? After a certain point, it's like, you know what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm just trying to, like, get motivation, get supports, blah blah blah. So what I'm going to do, I'll continue to show supports, and I'll continue to show, like, the exploration period when I'm actually, like, having conversations and stuff. But I'm not gonna bother to spend or show activity points at this point. It's just, I don't think it's worth it. So I will be back after that's all wrapped up. I will, however, keep showing these because I think these are interesting. I feel like the tough fighters who become legends mostly use swords and lances. Are those really the weapons you have to wield if you want to make your mark on history? Yeah. It's standard practice for a general not to stand on the front lines. What should I do when I see him deliberately ignoring this rule at the risk of his own life? Oh. Huh. I am trying to settle on a gift for a certain young lady who has experienced tough times of late, and as of late. Any suggestions? She wants fish. I don't know. She's not into cooking. Maybe an academic textbook. Alright, so I'm done with all of that. I did, as you might expect, unlock a bunch more supports, which I'm going to go through in a bit. But first, I just wanted to mention something I realized, which I was talking about people being able to be adjutants of flyers, and I realized, hey, if I'm not going to use these characters anyway, why not make them all study flying so that they can eventually become classes where they can be flying adjutants? There's no harm in it. It won't affect anything. So that's what they're doing. Everyone is studying axe. Oh, hey, Sylvain, you've already got enough axe. You can just go to flying. None. Yeah, so everyone is studying flying and then either lances or axes as is gender appropriate for them. Maybe I won't get any of them there, but maybe I'll get some of them there, and that'll be nice. Anyway, supports. We got them. So many.
There's really no better place for my midday nap than under the shade of a nice big tree. The twittering of the little birds. It's like they're singing a lullaby just for me. Ah! Is that a dagger? Am I being ambushed?
Claude, why are you lazing about? You should be training.
Shamir! Was this your doing? Talk about unfriendly. Another inch and you would have sliced my handsome nose clean off my roguishly beautiful face.
But I didn't. Fortunately for you.
You know, if you wanted to give me a talking to, you could have done so with your words instead. That's how most people do the talking thing.
Conversation was not my intention.
Well, what then? A prank? That's not better. I thought we were under attack. I could have died from the shock.
Look closely at the dagger.
Is that... Right. There's a poor spider impaled on it.
A poisonous spider. The tiniest bite from which can cause fever, headache, and relentless vomiting. Or worse.
Yikes. I guess this little guy is more vicious than he looks.
I noticed it descending towards your face.
Ah, so you saved me from a certain doom. Well, in that case, I'm sorry for questioning your motives. I promise to repay the favor someday.
I'll keep that in mind.
Wow, so that's what the greatest sniper of all the knights is capable of. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, don't really have much to say about that one.
To find the analog of your beauty in nature, I can turn only to the lily. Only that flower is so sweet and so delicate as to approach your loveliness. Why, just look at these soft, delicate fingertips you have. It is as though they could blossom into fragrant lilies before my very eyes.
If you're so wild about flowers, why don't you try a flower shop? Ugh.
Oh, wow. That was... I'm sorry I saw that, but I am so glad I saw that.
Oh,
Did
damn.
you not realize? I was only testing her. Any woman who is taken in by such simple flattery is ill-suited to my noble disposition.
Oh, okay, I'm glad you explained it, because I thought you just got rejected. Just flat out, no way to make yourself feel better about it, rejected. And the reason, your nobleness, is because that is really not the way you go about hitting on a girl.
Oh, is it not? And I suppose you consider yourself an expert on the subject.
Pay attention, kid. Maybe you'll learn something. When I saw you, I just had to come over and say hello. Because finding you here feels like fate. Maybe we could go get some tea. Get to know each other better.
I think you must have mistaken me for someone else. Someone who cares. Please excuse me.
Nice.
Exquisite.
Wrecked.
Simply masterful. When is the wedding?
That's weird. Girls usually fall for that speech. You must have spooked her.
To think that the noble House Gautier would be blessed with such a graceful and charming heir.
Please. I'm a much better heir than a self-important failure like you.
This is not worth my time.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, I guess that's about the way you would expect the two of them to interact. They both have sort of similar goals, but very different outlooks on it.
Hey, Ignatz. What are you doing here? Hello? Oh, you're painting.
Ingrid, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same. I did ask you the same. Anyway, I'm just visiting the cathedral. I must say, that painting is looking wonderful.
Ah, don't look, don't look!
Why not? It really looks great.
Really?
I wouldn't lie. Let me have a look. Oh, it's the statue of St. Saros.
I hope you don't think I was ignoring you. When I'm painting, I get totally absorbed.
Of course not. My feelings aren't hurt so easily. What if you gave her a more edgy outfit? Shorten up her skirt or something.
He's not gonna like that.
No, that would be improper.
Ooh, and how about making her sword bigger? Oh, turn her into a valiant knight.
But she's not a knight.
Aw, come on. Just this once? Huh. She doesn't exactly look like a knight. More like a maniacal demigod.
Yeah, it just kinda came out that way.
It's different. Not quite how I envisioned.
It's my fault. I should have stuck to my original idea.
Well, it's your fault for being a
I'm sorry
pushover
I pushed
anyway.
you, Ignatz. I'll leave you be.
Hey, Cyril. What are you up to? Working?
You're in the way, Hilda. Move.
Damn.
Rude. I'm not in the way.
Are you just here to goof off?
No, I'm here to feed the horses, actually.
Uh-huh. Where's the fodder, then?
I wasn't sure where to find it. Can you help with that?
I'll take care of it. I'm cleaning the place anyways.
Oh, thanks. It's great to have you on the job. I know you'll handle it perfectly.
Yeah, well, I don't like it when I feel like I'm not doing my part.
You're always so focused on the task at hand. Sometimes I almost forget you're Almiran. I always thought they were a rough and unreliable sort of people. Though, you're not
Don't
really
be so
like that.
racist,
You
Jesus.
seem normal for the most part.
Rough and unreliable, huh?
My family has to fight against Almiran sometimes. Not that my father or brother ever clued me in on what the battles were like. But I do know that armies from Almira will attack without reason and break treaties and tell lies. Everyone says they're a bunch of brutes.
Yeah? Huh.
Am I boring you? I'm talking about your people.
Those aren't my people. I was just born there.
Okay, let's turn the tables. How do the people of Fodlan seem to you, from an Almiran perspective?
Racist.
Huh.
That look on your face. Are you okay?
I can't tell you what I think of folks from Fodlan. I don't really got an impression of them altogether.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not racist?
There's all sorts of different people everywhere. You can't say everybody of one place is any one thing. It's no different when you're talking about Fodlan or Almira or any place else. And wherever you go, you see people in power keep the weak ones down. The only difference far as I'm concerned is, one place has Lady Rhea, and the other don't.
Man, you were doing so well, Cyril. Then you had to bring up Lady Rhea. Come on.
I guess taking them all up in one go is a bad idea.
Annette? Are you okay with all those boxes?
Linhard! Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I don't know if I'll be able to handle all these. I thought I may as well get it over with, so I decided to carry them all at once. Big mistake.
Smart thinking. Do it all at once. That's what they say, right? Work smart, not hard. I think you've got it from here, so I'm off to take a nap. Good luck.
It would help. Nope, gone. It's fine. It is fine. Just a little further to my quarters. I've got this. I'll just... Huh? They didn't fall.
That was almost pretty bad.
Linhard, I thought you had an important nap to get
Naps
to.
are very important.
I'd call it insomnia, but I suppose it was really just a guilty conscience. I came to see if you needed help. And sure enough, here you are, about to tip all the boxes on the floor.
Thanks. Though it may have been best if you had just chipped in from the start.
Huh? But it was your job. Why would I step in? You clearly had things handled.
Then why help me at all?
If the boxes had fallen just now, everyone would have had to help tidy them up anyway. If anything broke, more boxes would need to be carried. And if all of that came to pass, then there'd be noise and no chance of my taking a nap.
Huh. But if you had helped me from the start, there would have been no danger of anything being dropped at all.
Correct. But there was no danger yet, and so there was no need for my help. So I left you to it. Try carrying one box at a time instead of straining to do it all at once. Work smart, not hard, as they say. All right, well, I think you've got it from here, so I'm off. Good luck.
After all that, he's not gonna help me.
Those conversations really would benefit from being able to see what they're talking about. Like, how many boxes is she trying to carry? And why would he not be able to go far enough away? That I don't know. The way that they try to characterize the self-interest there seems like a real stretch. Alright, yeah, I'd seen that one before, as it turns out, when Felix and Flane, or Flane asked Felix to cut some logs. Okay, that is the end of supports. So I guess I'll be back after I wrap up some other stuff here. Ferdinand wants to join my house. Yes.
Oh, Professor. Here to recruit me, I presume?
But you
have perceived my excellence. Good. But you are not the only person trying to recruit me. I would be happy to join your class, if you are offering. I thought you would say that. I look forward to learning under you. You will soon see how superior I am to Edelgard.
I just need Mercedes. Alright, here we go.
Did you call me? Oh, this is my favorite tea. Do you, have sugar? Lots, please. I am grateful. This is delicious. I see.
Alright. Oh my gosh.
If I hadn't met you, I don't think I'd be who I am today.
Technically 100% accurate. God damn it, I hate this. Ah! So close to a true perfect tea time. Wah.
Ah, that tea was delicious. Invite me again sometime. See ya.
No charm bonus. Boo. Alright, so we are ready to battle. Oh, I guess I should also mention that I also recruited off-screen Petra, Bernadetta, Caspar. I think that's all the characters. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I did that. Anyway, yeah, so next time we will be going to the chapel, or no, the Holy Tomb, excuse me, going to the Holy Tomb, and probably not actually receiving a revelation from the goddess. So until then.